ASCERTAIN is a project funded by the European Union. It aims to develop new models for pricing, cost-effectiveness, and reimbursement of new medicines and medical devices. But what is a model in this context? A model is a tool that represents a set of information that can be analyzed to explain and compare different strategies and used to reach decisions. For example, decisions on how much to charge or pay for a medicine or health service, how to evaluate health outcomes of a particular intervention, or how to estimate the impact of new medicines on healthcare budgets. The purpose of a health economic model is to synthesize clinical, epidemiological, and economic data from various sources to evaluate the costs and consequences of different healthcare interventions. These models are used to help decision makers, such as government agencies or pharmaceutical companies, determine the value of a new treatment, often by comparing its cost effectiveness to existing alternatives. These models consider things like costs, the expenses of developing, producing, and distributing a medicine; value, the benefit a patient or health system receives from the medicine, often measured in terms of improved quality of life or extended lifespan; affordability versus profits, the trade-off between pricing a medicine to be accessible to a wide population and making a profit for the company that developed it; impact on the environment. Included in the broader societal costs or benefits, such as those related to waste or resource use, which are increasingly being considered in these analyses. Health economic models are used by a variety of key decision makers and stakeholders in the healthcare system. The primary users of these models include pharmaceutical and medical device companies. They use the models to demonstrate the value of their products to payers and regulators to gain market access and set prices. Health technology assessment agencies. These government or public bodies use the models to evaluate new interventions and decide if they should be funded and reimbursed by the healthcare system. Healthcare providers and payers. This includes hospitals, insurance companies, and managed care organizations. They use the models to decide which treatments they will cover and at what price, and to manage their budgets. Non-governmental organizations or patients. They use the models to advocate for better access to treatments and ensure that new technologies reflect patient values. Policymakers. Government officials and policymakers use the models to inform decisions on healthcare policy and resource allocation at a national or regional level. How will models developed in ASCERTAIN be used? Models will be developed into open access, easy-to-use web tools to support policy and decision-making, as well as negotiations between stakeholders. Find more educational resources developed for patients on ASCERTAIN's webpage.